A pretty good performance on both sides of the ball for the Irish last week, marking their fourth straight win. It feels like it was all in preparation for tonight. Obviously, this game circled for a while this season, the possibility being the last rivalry game in the university's 100-year tradition. Both sides are hungry to walk away with the final word. An elimination game for Notre Dame, and it could be a statement win for USC on the other side of it. When it comes to college football, though, there are no trophies more fun, more interesting than the Jeweled Shillelagh. Take a look at this. A Gaelic war club presented to the victor of the annual grudge match by the Notre Dame Club of Los Angeles. The Shillelagh first presented back in the 1950s, covered with emerald-studded shamrocks representing Irish wins, ruby-encrusted Trojan heads for USC wins. And this is actually the second Jeweled Shillelagh. The first iteration of it ran out of space after Notre Dame's victory over the Trojans back in 1989. A testament to just how long the series has continued. Well, tonight's game marks the 96th all-time meeting between Notre Dame and USC. The Irish holding the edge in the series, 52 wins to USC's 38, 5 ties over that almost 100-year-old tradition, and now it may all come to an end if an extension isn't reached between the two sides. But how did we get here in the first place? ABC 57 kickoff reporter Talia Baya joins us live now with a look back across the decades at one of the most intense rivalries in college sports. Talia?
Hey, Vahid, yes, I know this rivalry all too well. Both my parents actually graduated from USC in 1981, and then my mom in 1985. My uncles went there, my grandpa went there. I even had a Reggie Bush poster on my wall growing up. But here in South Bend, I know it's more than football. It's about legacy, pride, and glory. So I broke down just why it's so important. Take a listen. One of the most iconic rivalries in college football, dating back to 1926. The Holy War, nearly a century of bad blood between the two college football powers.
People before that played really well in this game are legends, so it's like, this is one of the biggest games of our season, their season.
The Irish taking the last two meetings, leading the all-time series 52-37 with 5 ties.
It is a big game. Grew up watching this game, and it's an honor to be here. So it's one of the best rivalries in all of sports.
A deeper look at the top legacy games between the Fighting Irish and the Trojans ahead of their 96th meeting. A constant, long-lasting battle.
We got to get bloody. It's got to be that type of mindset. This got to be a physical, bloody game.
Some may say the best game, the Bush Push. In 2005, number 1 USC edging number 9 Notre Dame, 34-31. Or maybe it was in 1977, the Green Jersey game, led by Joe Montana, a 49-17 beatdown as the Irish went on to win their 10th national championship that season. Or 1988, a true showdown, when number 1 Notre Dame took down number 2 USC at the Coliseum.
He's going to score, touchdown, no flags, Notre Dame.
A history filled with upsets.
Intercepted. And touchdown.
And statement wins. The only years these teams didn't play, World War II and the pandemic. Will this season's matchup be the end of an era?
I think it's a shame. I think across college football right now, all too often, a lot of the people making decisions forget the things that make the sport special.
With media right conflicts and contract and schedule issues, the future of this rivalry remains uncertain.
There's so much history and tradition, so at some point you got to look at that and think about how cool that is. When you get to Notre Dame, the biggest game of the year is circled on the calendar. It's against USC.
Who will take home what could be the final Jeweled Shillelagh? Saturday night, the culmination of a century-long series full of pride, legacy, and glory. It's USC versus Notre Dame in the house that Rockne built. Yeah, so I've actually been to 10 plus games, and I was there at the Bush Push when number 1 USC took down number 9 Notre Dame 34-31.
So you showed me some pictures earlier in the week of a young Talia Baya with some gear. So walk us through what we're seeing here. That's your dad?
Yep, that's my dad. I mean, I was just through and through a USC fan. I mean, look at that. We would go to USC parties, games. We had season tickets. That's me as a baby right there with the little hat on. How cute. Of course, my uncles went there as well. So it just runs in the family. There's my dad again.
Okay, so I have a big question. So you're a huge USC fan growing up. Now you're at Notre Dame.
Oh, yes.
They don't like each other very much. So how do you switch allegiances, Talia, so quickly?
Well, I actually almost went to USC. Fun fact, I was this close, but I wanted SEC football. I picked Florida.
Okay.
So I feel like when you didn't go to school there, it was like, I didn't have like that, I guess you could say, loyalty to them.
Okay.
My mom, on the other hand, who's going to be joining us soon, does. So she's rooting USC.
Listen, I learned this much.
Yeah. Oh, my mom won't like that one.
Well, we'll see. We'll talk to her later. Thank you so much. Great story on